Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Satnam, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. Hello, Bernadine, welcome in. Tonight, we are going to do some mini readings, and there's two options to be able to get a reading. The first one is we're going to play some guessing games. I'm going to tell you I'm thinking of a certain tarot card, and you guys will guess in the chat. And then if you guess correctly, if you're the first one to guess correctly, then you will get a mini reading. And then the other option is to actually do a love donation of $25 suggested donation for to actually get to bump you up to the next spot on the list for a mini reading tonight. So I am very excited. It is super fun to do these. And yes, we're going to dive in a moment. Hello, Fola. Welcome in. Hello, Jeanette. Hello, Johnson family. Welcome in. So before we dive in, I always have just a couple of announcements to make. And one of them is that I am very excited that right now I currently have a holiday reading special going on. And I usually do this every year, and it is actually really fun. This year, I decided to offer a 30-minute reading, so a 30-minute live reading with me, and a copy of my book, Seasons and Stargates, your annual astrology guide for 2024 and 2025. And that is now available for purchase. So you should be able to click on the link in the description. And I am being bombarded with all these notifications now, like approve this, approve that, because I updated my software on Apple. So it's in the description. I'm just checking here. So holiday special, it's 108, 30-minute reading and a copy of the book. And you can actually get the reading for yourself and the book for someone else, or the reading and the book for yourself, or the reading for one person and the book for somebody else, because the way when you sign up, it asks you who's the reading for, and then it asks you for the shipping information for the book. So they can go to two different places. And I thought that was pretty cool, because you could do like two gifts to two different people as well. But anyways, I just did one reading today, and it was really nice to help somebody out and help them to see what's ahead for them for the year and look at their progress chart and see where they're at in these like phases of life. So we can look at anything. The only thing to make sure is that if you do purchase the book and you want to send it directly to someone, it is not gift wrapped. It doesn't come gift wrapped. It comes directly from like the printer. And the company, basically what they do is I'll put an order in, they'll print the book, and then they'll ship it to wherever I want it to be shipped. And so that's kind of how I do the orders. It's kind of the simplest way for me to do it. And then I don't actually have to have the book sent to me first and then to you. So it goes directly to you from them. But it comes in their like packaging, which is obviously not gift wrapped. But I mean, it's like, you know, does it matter? I don't know. Let me hit, this says, OBS is requesting to bypass the system private window picker and directly access. Okay, allow OBS to do whatever it needs to do. This is my broadcasting program computer. Thank you very much. Okay. So, that's one announcement. The next announcement is that the Moon Goddess Training 2025 is now open for registration. I want you guys, if you're curious about this program at all, I want you to go to this page and read all of the information in it, because I could sit here and talk for hours about the Moon Goddess Training. It is a year-long program. It is a big commitment, and it is like a magical mystery tour. Now we go through the Akashic, we go into the Akashic records back in time or forward in time or present in time or at the same time, you know, quantum timing into the mystery schools of ancient Atlantis. Level 1 is the fundamental teachings, which include Hermetic alchemy, sacred geometry, the chakras, Akashic journeys, intuition. We go through the schools just as we did as initiates in ancient Atlantis. So the level 1 is like jam-packed with information. So is level 2. But in level 2, we apply the teachings and we go through, and the gene keys too, and human design, meditation, Kundalini, yoga. Like, okay, I could go on and on. But level 2, we apply the teachings and we really integrate the shadow work. And then in level 3 is the official Akashic reader certification. So you get certified to read the Akashic records when you get to the end of the program. It takes a whole year to complete the program. You can do, which is what I recommend, like sign up for all 3 levels. There's the super deal going on right now. Or you can sign up for level 1 and like then level 2 and then level 3. And there's early bird discounts for all 3 levels if you're paying for them separately. But the super deal is buy 2, get 1 free, which I highly recommend. But I'm going to be doing a free mini course for anyone who's interested in January. And as soon as I get all of that set up, I'm going to put it out. And I want you guys to come and join me for that class. And you'll get to really see and have an experience of what it's going to be like. So the official program starts January 29th on the new moon in Aquarius, which is really freaking epic because now with Pluto officially in Aquarius, it's like a whole new vibe, a whole new year. Hi, Tara, welcome in. And it's the beginning of the Chinese New Year of the Earth Snake, which is perfect because it's like the Kundalini awakening. I feel really strongly about 2025 Moon Goddess Training. Check it out. This is all the things you're going to learn. Initiation, intuition, empowerment, astrology, gene keys, moon magic, moon centers, ritual, ceremony, meditation, Akashic records, temple initiations, hermetic alchemy, Kundalini, yoga. That's just level 1. So come check it out. I also have a free 10-day event that I did last year that's available. It's like basically also another way for you to experience if you don't want to wait till January. We had like a 10-day event and we went through all of the temples, like a shorter version of the journeys. And it was really, really cool. So that's available. That's free. You can access it like right now and all the replays are up. So I wanted to share that because I am really, really excited about Moon Goddess Training 2025. Okay, so let's dive into these mini readings. And believe it or not, we do have a couple of people that are on the list. I should make a list. Let me get a piece of paper here real quick. I haven't had to make a list in a while. Well, I guess I don't really need it. I'm like, it's not like that many people are on it. Okay. So the two people that did send a donation are Jeanette and Tara. So we're going to start with these two readings, and then in between readings that people officially donate for, we're going to do the games. So yeah, Jeanette says the moon goddess classes are life-changing 100%. And the temple journeys are amazing. Yes. I actually have recorded all of them now. They've all been uploaded, upgraded and recorded professionally in my like music recording program. And they are really, really cool. The official ones for the class. I might show you guys some of them in our free little mini course that we're going to do in January. Okay. So Jeanette, here we go. Let's begin with you. Thank you for your donation, your love donation. And let me know what you would like me to look at. I have a feeling you're going to say astrology, or I think I saw you say astrology somewhere. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull up your chart. If you do a love donation, you guys, you can choose astrology or human design, or we can even look at gene keys if you want to. If you win a mini reading, I will do tarot only. But the tarot readings are freaking epic anyway. So, here we go. Here's Jeanette's chart while we're getting ready. I knew it. Okay, I would like my progress chart with the current transits. Okay, so when you do progress chart, and I also teach while I do readings, which is super fun and why people love watching this show. When you do a progress chart, you want to make sure you put your natal chart first. And these are the transits, so we need to pick Jeanette. Okay, when you put your natal chart first, and then you add the progress chart overlaid onto your natal chart. And the reason for that is because it's relating to you in life right now and the original kind of imprint that, your soul decided upon when you were born and the moment you were born. So that's why we do that. So here we go. Now we have two charts. I know we've looked at your progress chart quite a bit. I know you're quite familiar with it. So I'm going to dive right in. I'm going to add one more chart. And the third chart is going to be the transits. And so we're going to be looking at where is all the transits affecting you in general, both in your progress chart and in your regular chart. So let me see. Okay, so we have your progressed sun in Libra at 1 degree. It recently entered. I can't remember exactly, but that is huge because when the sun changes signs in our progress chart, it's like a long cycle. This may be the last. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the last progression that you will have with your sun. It's going to be in Libra. And that's beautiful because that's bringing a lot of balance. And look at all these other things that you have in Libra currently in your progress chart. You have Venus in Libra, which is she rules Libra. Mercury in Libra, balancing the mind, and Neptune you already have in Libra in your natal chart, but they're all right here in this like powerful stellium in your progress chart. And I love that. Now you are ruled by the moon, which is interesting because your moon right now, your progress moon is in Capricorn. It's at 19 degrees. And the progress moon speaks to 2.5 year cycle that it spends in each sign. And wherever it is in that sign, it's like the theme, right? So what is Capricorn? So right now you've been already doing this work for a while. It's like more than halfway done through the Capricorn transit. So this is about building. This is about structurizing, if that's even a word, your life. This is about connecting with your authority and having a goal and a vision and like creating that, manifesting that, bringing that to life by working really hard. The moon is also in your 7th house of relationships. So you're building, you're structurizing within the realm of relationship. You can also feel a little bit restricted emotionally with moon in Capricorn, but the truth is that in the progress chart, it marks a period of life where you are, like I said, building a solid foundation. And this is in the realm of relationship for you right now, currently. This also means that you have officially passed the square, and you are now moving into the phase that we call waxing gibbous. And waxing gibbous is all about things building, like magnifying, and you seeing it like starting to manifest in your life. And remember, there was a beginning point, which was the new moon, but that was obviously years ago. But still, you're like moving out of the square, which is kind of nice because you've done a lot of like the heavy work. And the squares are like what bring challenges that you have to resolve. And it's like, if something's not working during a square, the first quarter square, you gotta let it go and figure something else out, and like change and be, be okay with that. And there are difficult transits to go through. So yes, you are pretty much done with that. And so get ready for waxing gibbous phase, super awesome. And it's a building, right? It continues to build. Okay. Olga just got on the list as well. Thank you. So it's Jeanette, Tara, and then Olga. Okay. So now just wanted to look at that real quick. I love that. And now let's look at the transits. So the first thing that called my attention was the South Node in Libra. Heavy is the exact correct word. So the South Node in Libra has been transiting through all of these things in Libra in your progress chart. Your Neptune, your Mercury, your Venus, and now getting closer to your progressed Sun. So that does bring up karmic things and healing at a deep soul level. Progressions tell us about where we've evolved to. This is the astrology version of like the soul's evolution. And so right now, your soul has evolved to this expression of Libra, like wanting balance in life. And so in order to really allow that to come through and express itself, you have to deal with the things that are holding you back from doing that. And that's what you're experiencing right now, currently. And that's going on at home because it's in your fourth house. So I'm sure that resonates really well, just knowing a little bit about your situation. Like, yep. So South Node on your Venus and your Sun, relationships and soul, and you're trying to find balance, but you're also working through karmic soul contracts that, thank you, Divine Energy. You're going to go after Tara. So, so what I was going to say is that this is definitely working through soul contracts and healing those places in relationship and you that are out of balance. So yes, balance, exactly. So that's the first thing that really called my attention. The other thing is Venus. So Venus right now, transiting Venus is in Capricorn at 13 degrees. And Venus in Capricorn, again, is in a sign where she doesn't feel the best because she would much rather be in Cancer, in the lovey-dovey, beautiful, homey, nurturing, like emotional and loving energy. And she's also opposing your natal Venus pretty much exactly right now, 1 degree past the exact opposition. So that feels heavy because the opposition is like, I'm being torn between this and that. And it, and her being on your progressed moon is well, not exactly, but it will get there in like the next, within the next couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks, something like that. And so it's like highlighting this area of relationship, commitment, devotion. I mean, all of it is kind of in your face right now in terms of relationships. So that's the other thing that came up for me. There's an emotion, you're healing emotionally, you're figuring out like, what do I really want to commit to within relationship, and what's going to build instead of break down, like positively build instead of destroy, Pluto Look at that. This is why this is all happening. This is insane. So Pluto right now at 0 degrees just entered like a couple days ago, in case you didn't know. I'm sure you do because it's been like being posted everywhere. Exactly on your Chiron. Your Chiron, your progressed Chiron, who is also at 0 degrees of Aquarius. So Pluto does destroy. Pluto is death, change, but ultimately liberation. Death, change, transformation into liberation. And this is the core wound for you. And Chiron, interestingly enough, your progressed Chiron has retrograded back into your 7th house. It's usually in the 8th, but now it's in the 7th. So that theme of the core wound for you is all in the 7th house of relationships. So you're going through a powerful, like, it's a death. It's a shamanic, symbolic death into a new idea, a new concept, a new understanding of relationships for you. And this has to do with like the intimate relationships, you know? I've been feeling a shift, but it's wobbly. Yes. So this is a Aquarius world, which has to do with Uranus. And Uranus, currently Uranus is in Taurus in your 11th house, also of different kind of relationships, friendships. So it's also showing up in that space, this deep shamanic symbolic death ritual that you're going through right now with Pluto. Being okay, like healing that core wound of feeling like you're different and you don't fit in, or maybe you blend in and there's no like, it's hard to find yourself in that space. Feeling like the odd one out. And all those things are coming up for you right now. And then you have Uranus. Oh, look at that. Oh, geez. Okay. So you were born with Uranus in Cancer at 27 degrees. However, your progressed Uranus is at 1 degree of Leo. That means that Pluto is exactly opposing it. Transiting Pluto is exactly opposing. And then look at that. You are literally going through your Mars return in your natal chart. Okay, Jeanette, there's a lot here. I could go on and on. But basically, the confirmation is it's awkward. It's uncomfortable. It's bringing to light these things in your life in the realm of relationship that are, they're testing you. They're testing you to find your center. They're testing you to find your balance. You need to change with the change. Like you can't resist the change. So there is no resisting that change. It's very, 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 very strong in your chart. And with the Mars return, this is a time for you where you feel kind of like the power coming back in terms of like action and drive and motivation. But it's not a problem, but the issue is that Mars is going to go retrograde on December 6th. So we're going to go through a long Mars retrograde, and he's going to spend a lot of time in this like Leo frequency. Cancer retrograde also, a lot of it, most of the retrograde in Cancer, which is going to go over all your Cancer stuff. So you're kind of in for a kind of a gnarly ride, but the best thing that I would suggest is just go with the changes. Don't resist any changes because it's like pointless to do that right now. So there you go. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yes. Perfect. So, okay. Hopefully that resonated for you. Thank you for the donation. And now we're going to go to Tara. After Tara, we have Olga, which I think is divine energy here in the chat. And then unless someone else signs up, then we'll play a little game. So hopefully you guys are enjoying watching. I obsess about astrology and stuff. Anything really. So watching someone get a reading is really, really fun. Yes. Deep breath. So Tara, you can choose astrology, tarot, human design, whatever you want. So just let me know in the chats and we'll get started. And then also, if you are on the list, so basically Tara and Olga for you, have your question ready so that when I call your name, that you just copy paste it into the chat, and it helps this whole thing move a little bit more smoothly. So I hope that while we wait for Tara's question, I hope that you guys are doing good. I hope that you guys are enjoying this new Sagittarius season that has arrived in our lives. I'm feeling good right now. Specifically, I feel really good. Yes, you can have tarot. So what's your question? So I feel personally good. There's a lot. There's like something's activated for me in my life. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of activity. And actually I'm behind on a few things that I have to like post and create and stuff. And it just keeps piling on top. So that is, for me right now, it's a balancing act. The cool thing though is like, I remember like when I'm in this space in my life, for some reason, it always happens right around this time. Must be just that Scorpio energy is like, it just transforms me in a really powerful way, because I do have Mars and Saturn in Scorpio. So when the sun transits Scorpio, it's in my 5th house of creativity. So I feel like it all gets activated, and then it's like Sag season's like, well, let's go then, so I'm working on all these different projects. Like, okay, general reading, great. So I'm working on the book Seasons and Stargates for 2025, 2026. I am also currently working on, I'll just share it with you guys because I'm so excited about it, a Moon Goddess Oracle deck. And I'm in the process of building the cards, like designing the cards and the images. And so it's going to be a minute before I can officially get that printed, but it's been super fun. I am freaking in love with that creative process. I'm also like recording podcasts again. I've been re-inspired. I've been taking deep dives on lots of different things. And I feel really activated. There's like a tingling that's happening right now in my life. Like in our house, we're making some pretty awesome progress. It's slow, but it's like, it feels good. We just like reorganized like our whole like pantry area. And now I have to like go through and organize everything. But once I do, it's like our house is feeling more and more like a home day by day. We hooked up our dryer. And so now I can wash and dry clothes, which, it's a big deal. I have been talking about how this year is very much about the humbling. 2024 was and is the humbling, has been the humbling. And because of the humbling, hello, Maria, because of the humbling, if you have humbled yourself this year, oh man, are we going to reap the rewards? You know what I mean? All right, here we go. I'm going to move this out of my way real quick. So general reading for Tara. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, teachers, for this opportunity to do these mini readings for everyone here tonight. Right now in this moment, I would like to ask for any guidance for Tara. What does she need to know? What's her biggest challenge right now? What's this overall theme that she's moving through in life? What insight, wisdom do her spirit guides want to give her? And then what wisdom can an animal spirit totem give her at this time? Thank you. I did just get a little glimpse of the devil card, which is a little bit gnarly, but I think that there might be an underlying theme where you're kind of doing a lot of letting go of old patterns and habits, specifically like addictions, or you may be dealing with addiction in some way in your life, either you or someone around you. Or just habits and patterns that kind of keep you in a state of kind of being like a prisoner of your own mind. Okay, here we go. First card, jumping off point. So this is the energy for you right now. 8 of Wands. Things are moving fast. Maybe you feel like you can't keep up. Maybe you feel bombarded. Maybe you feel like things things are moving so fast that it's hard to process. It's like an overwhelming amount of things coming at you. That's your current energy. Kind of how I feel too in my life. But to me, I feel like it's a positive thing. It may be positive, it may be negative. Like that's really up to you and what's happening for you in your life. But you may be feeling like really strong, like things are going quick. All right. The challenge for you is the King of Wands. So basically this is cool because these are 2 wand cards. In this card, the wands move really fast. They come down like arrows. But in this card, this is the last of these suit of wands. In this card, he's like, I caught it and I got it. And I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. And I have taken my power and I have taken control over this like crazy erratic energy. So the challenge for you right now is also take one at a time. Deal with one at a time. In your centeredness, in your groundedness, deal with one thing at a time, one wand at a time. And that's the wisdom, but that's the challenge for you at this time. One thing at a time, in your power, in your strength, in your throne, in your creativity, in your passion. Like grab it because you need to do it quickly because they're like coming at you, but grab one at a time and center yourself and be like, I'm going to deal with this now. And it's through your passion and creativity that you'll be able to do that. Overall theme, the Emperor. Okay, so action. This is I feel grounded action, but more than anything, it's like really knowing and not really knowing yourself and not making any decisions until you're like 100% absolutely sure. This is about trusting your experience, the wisdom that has come to you from experience in life. And this is also energy of Aries, which is about taking action in life. It's a very it's a masculine energy. And it's also about being in your power, in your authority. All right. So maybe things are moving so fast because you're learning to like really be in your authority. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, teachers. What insight, what wisdom do you want to give Tara right now at this time? I'm actually really enjoying the lighting at this time. Usually I'm like washed out. Okay, here we go. Hang on, one card fell. All right, so here we go. This is funny because the first card like came flying in and this last card went flying. Okay. 9 of Cups. At this time, what your spirit guides, angels, and teachers want you to know, and the wisdom that they're bringing you is recognize yourself. You have so much to offer. You have so many skills. You have so many things that are like, be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. You have accomplished a lot. Second, work together with people. Don't try to do everything yourself. Collaborate with people. And the one thing that's kind of missing in your life is you're not resting enough. You're kind of throwing this one out the window. You need to rest and you need to meditate and you need to sit in stillness because that's basically going to replenish you and reset you. Hello, CJ. Welcome in. It's going to reset you. And that's what you need to reset. Hit the reset button. Okay. Which animal spirit is going to guide you during this time? Wants to guide you, wants to bring you some wisdom during this time. Okay, the bear. I saw that it popped up when I first opened the deck and then I started shuffling, but I saw this one. So I'm glad it came out. So the bear naturally is about the spring. The bear is also, so there's 2 things about the bear. The bear hibernates. So again, another sort of like rest. You're not resting enough. But the bear also awakens from slumber. And I think that in this deck, that's pretty much what this represents. It's also earth energy. So grounding, right? Waking from spiritual slumber and beginning anew. After a long winter, the bear arises from deep slumber. At first, the movement and effort are difficult, but the bear knows it's time to awaken and move toward the dawning light. The bear card represents an individual on the cusp of new directions and personal transformation. Sat Nam. The initial weeks and months of the spiritual quest may feel tricky, cumbersome, and full of obstacles, but you have no choice, bear. Winter wanes, the warmth of spring emerges, and your transformation begins. Sat Nam. That is a really powerful message, and hopefully that resonated for you, Tara. Thank you for the love donation. Okay, we are going to go to Olga now. So Olga, I think, is divine messages in the chat. So can you please put up your question? Let me know what kind of reading you want. And I'm going to read the rules again of this broadcast for those of you that just came in to the chat and are now watching. So the way that we do this reading is we play guessing games, and whoever guesses correctly, they will get the next reading. And, excuse me, I'm having a hard time taking a deep breath. And so it's making me yawn because I keep trying to take a deep breath. But if you want to actually skip that and go directly to getting a reading officially and like bumping your name up to the top of the list, you can send the love donation of suggested $25. So that is how it works. So right now we did have someone who donated, and it is Olga. And so we're waiting for her question. And then once we do her reading, then we can go back to, we can start the games. We haven't even done a game yet because people have been signing up, which I so appreciate because the love donation means a lot to me. Well, she did say she wanted tarot. I see that. So I'm going to shuffle, but I still would like a question or like a general, what do you want me to do the reading on, Olga? All right. And Tara says, it feels positive as far as letting go, and I am trying to quit smoking. I am trusting and testing my boundaries. Ooh. I love the transformation. Yes, me too. Sorry, I don't mean to be yawning on frickin' microphone, but sometimes that happens when you're doing readings, like the energy, you're like processing. Do you know how I notice this with my dogs and with dogs in general? They yawn when they're like stressed out or like when a lot of things going on, they're trying to process, and that yawn is helping them to relax. So that's that. General reading for Olga. No, that's not Olga. Tarot reading. Okay, should we do a general reading for you, Olga? I think I might just go ahead and do that. Okay. Maybe you posted it in here. Nope. Oh wait. You just said tarot reading. So I'll just do a general reading for you, Olga. Okay. So at this time, what are the most important messages for Olga? What does she need to know at this time? What's her current energy, challenge, overall theme in life, and what wisdom do you want to bring her? And also, what animal spirit wants to bring her a message and guide her during this time? Okay, current energy, Queen of Cups. A deep emotional energy. Contemplative, emotionally contemplative, like in the feels. You're in the feels, you're in the water. This is a positive. It's not a negative emotional space. It's just a contemplative emotional space in your feels. So it can feel like a high emotional wave, a low emotional wave. You're just in the feeling of life. That's your current energy. What is the biggest challenge for you right now? Oh, wow, look at that. You actually got the Emperor. Actually, 2 cards came out, so I'm just going to go with it. So you got the Emperor and the 9 of Pentacles. The Emperor came out first. So the challenge is to, so here's what I'm getting. The emotional waves can really take up a lot of your energy and your focus, and they take you away from, it's feminine, right? It's feminine, it's flow, it's yin, it's the void. It's like, you don't really know how to get out. Oh, there's the question. What is 2025 relationship looking with my friend Leo? Okay, well, I'm going to continue, and I'm going to frame it in this way. So you are anyways in the emotional feeling of the energy, of the relationship, right? Currently, this is what's happening. You're kind of feeling your way through everything. And, with my friend Leo, what is 2025 relationship looking with my friend Leo? So is this romantic or just friendship? Just curious. Okay. So basically the challenge for you, and we can reframe this because I just now saw your question. So this realm of relationship is, so there's moments where, we can be lost in the feelings, right? And it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a beautiful feminine expression. And it's very important for us to be able to flow with our emotions and trust our emotions and the intuition that the emotion brings. Now, what ends up happening if you're just spend all your time in that space, coming out in your authority can be a difficult thing to do, because what happens when you're in the emotional space, especially the high or the low emotional space, you're not neutral. And the Emperor is neutral. The Emperor is neutral because he's the masculine, and the masculine energy is the rock that holds the space for the feminine to flow. And so I think the challenge for you is that you're needing this. You're needing this to ground you. You're needing this to like stabilize you, and you may feel like you don't have it. The other thing that is a challenge for you is to recognize your own power and your own accomplishments. And you're actually in a great space. You're actually, these 2 cards are really positive. They are like, especially with this being a major arcana, this is strength as well. It's not the strength card, and I don't mean strength in that way. It's the strength in the stability. It's the strength in the wisdom. It's the strength in the being, knowing what you're going to say, what you're going to do, and trusting that the intuition leads you to make the important decisions. So these 2 are the challenges that you have going on right now. Finding stability, grounding yourself, and recognizing how much you actually have and being in gratitude of that. Finding gratitude for that. All right. What is the overall theme? Can someone post in the chat that she should, that she's watching it a little bit delayed? That's why she doesn't understand why, it's like I can't, I'm trying to do the reading. Okay. I'm just going to keep going because I just want to stay in the energy of it. So here we go. Overall theme. All right. 7 of Cups. So this is about having, like, there's a lot going on in your mind. There is a lot. And this feels confusing. This is confusing. So I think right now you're confused about it. And in order to find the clarity, you have to like basically ask yourself, like, do you want to remain in the dream, in the illusion, or do you want to find the clarity? You have to sip through all of these things. You also have a lot of different options And that can be overwhelming as well. So finding clarity about this relationship that you're asking about, like, what is it looking like in 2025? It looks a little bit unclear. You know what I mean? Like, it looks a little bit like, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. I don't know what to pick. I don't know which one is it? Which one is it? And that's the overall theme that you feel. It's like there's confusion about the relationship, and the clarity needs to be found, but the clarity is not going to be found until you find that you stabilize yourself and ground yourself and find gratitude for what you actually have. Because from that place, that's where you will find the clarity. So what does the ancestors want to tell you? And this is where I'm going to ask your spirit guides, angels, and teachers to tell us, like, the future possibilities of the relation for 2025. Because again, there's no predicting what's going to happen. Like, people are going to make choices, and depending on the choices that they make, they're going to have like this experience or that experience. Okay. So this is insane. A ton of cards just like fell out like all together. So I'm going to go for it because I can sense a really important story going on here for you. Your spirit guides are like, okay, here we go. Let's line this up for you. And remember, the question that I asked your spirit guides was, what's the possibility for what's the horoscope? What are we looking at here in 2025? So first of all, we start with the Three of Swords. Now, this is a card of heartbreak. So that's obviously, that doesn't look very good. It could also mean that there's more than meets the eye when you're dealing with this person. Or it could be there's more that, you're bringing all this into, the realm of the relationship. You might be bringing past trauma to the relationship, or this person might be bringing past trauma into the relationship. And so you gotta get clear right in the beginning, like, what's this about? What is going on here? Like, why, and that clarity, again, it's not going to happen unless there's like the dust clears. So someone's dealing with heartbreak in this space. Second card, Knight of Swords, reverse. So this is what I'm sensing in this card is things can feel okay. The heartbreak causes the momentum to slow down. The heartbreak is causing the momentum, the drive, the passion, like the let's do this. It's pausing that. It's not allowing that. So that's why the heartbreak needs to be dealt with. I think that, again, okay, Fool reversed. There's a new beginning, but it's not starting. This is like actually more like an ending. So that, again, another, like, you cannot go forward into a new beginning, a new start, until you heal whatever is lingering here in that space. And then the key is, yes, you need to walk away. You need to walk away from that which does not serve you anymore. And this is leaving the choppy waters to the calm waters. There's something that you absolutely need to leave behind. That's the key. Otherwise, the door is closed. And then you need to be very, very clear about communication. You need to know your boundaries. You need to know, like, what am I dealing with here? You need to speak clearly, and you need to speak your truth. That's the only type of communication that is possible here. That is recommended here. That's the clarity that you're looking for. Knowing where you stand, knowing what you want, knowing, how to say it and saying it. and being like, this is what I need. This is what I want. Now, was it going to be listened to? Well, you get the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is you need to trust you need to trust that it's going to bring about whatever it's going to bring about, right? The wheel spins and it's like we go on an adventure. And the adventure for you is the Death card reversed. So the Death card is about death, change, transformation. But this card comes actually when you finally let go. And you're no longer needing something to be a certain way before like diving into it. So this is like actually a beautiful thing. When it is upright, death actually brings the rebirth. That's why it's a positive thing. It's like surrendering, right? It's like the white flower, surrendering to letting go. It is reversed for you, though. It did come out reversed, which to me can seem maybe there is a resistance to the death, the release, the moving away from. So it could be also it's not a death. There's no death. It's alive, So it could be really could end up being really, really positive. But if that deeper inner work is done. So let's see what animal wants to guide you through this energy. Okay, the bee. And the bee is about community and working together and like trusting in the vibration. Bees are very like vibratory, right? Like they buzz, and the way that they work together is like they are one. Like we are one within the whole like bee kingdom, And so that is the key. To me, this is what I'm hearing from this bee. This bee is like, pay attention to the vibrational frequency of the relationship, because that'll give you a lot of clarity. And ask yourself, like, what is my role? What is their role? And are we each playing our own roles? Or are we like trying to step out of that role to try to be something we're not? Because the bees have a very specific role in the hive, and they just have to do that one thing, and as long as they do that one thing, they are in harmony and in balance. And it's like it's a harmonic frequency. So there you go. Hopefully that resonated for you. Thanks again for the donation. And okay, so no one else has donated, so let's play some games. And my favorite is to think of a tarot card and then have you guys guess it. So let's see. I am thinking of, hang on one second. I'm thinking of a major arcana card. Which major arcana am I thinking of? And go ahead and guess in the chat. There's one of 22 options possible. So which major arcana card am I thinking of? Go ahead and guess in the chat if you want to get a reading from me. And I'll just sit here and wait. In the meantime, here we go. The first guess, the Magician. And I'll let you know when somebody guesses it. The High Priestess with Jeanette. I pulled a card for all of us. The World. There you go, Bernadine. Oh, dang. You're good. I was thinking about the World card. So Bernadine, this one's for you. Ask your question and we will do your reading. And for all of us, we got coral, understanding. Look at this card. That's an owl. This feels very Sagittarius to me. Understanding. Our group message is to understand, and I feel like it's an understanding through the heart center. I love that. Okay. General reading. Let's go. What does Bernadine need to know right now? What challenge is she currently facing? Overall theme, how are things kind of moving through in her life? And then what wisdom do you want to bring to her? What is current energies for Bernadine? Current energy for Bernadine. There it is. Current energy. Ooh. Okay. 9 of Swords. So stress and worry. Overthinking things. Nightmares. You know what's so weird? I have actually been having nightmares, and thank God not like last night or the night before, but like this week as we were ending that Scorpio season, I actually did, and my husband too, we had like some weird nightmares. So anyways, here we go. What is the challenge? Okay. King of Pentacles reversed. This card is so interesting. It's like, he's overflowing with earth energy. It's the bowl is very strong in this card, like that energy of the bowl. And, the bowl is stable. It's like steady forward movement. In this energy, this king is grounded in like abundance in a way. There's a lot of abundance. However, he was not retrograde. He came out retrograde. Reversed. I think there's financial worries. I think that's what's stressing you out. So, what is the current theme going on for you in your life? Ooh. 4 of Cups. I just heard missing the point. This card is about focusing on what's wrong instead of what's right. Missing the magic. Because it's there. It's totally there. Just focusing on the wrong thing. It's not necessary. That's what the 4 of Cups said. It's not necessary. Like, it's like a stubbornness, or like you don't want to see the offering that the universe is bringing. It's like this, right? It's like experiencing something difficult and being like, fuck this. This isn't fair. Instead of being like, what is this teaching me? I'm grateful for this fucked up experience. You know what I mean? It's like that. So wisdom from the answer. So what do you guys want to tell her then? This is kind of a gnarly reading. So what does she need to know? Where's what wisdom is this situation experience teaching her? Oh, okay. It's teaching you to find balance. We got it's reversed, but it's the 6 of Pentacles. So it's teaching you to find a balance. It's teaching you to find gratitude. So it's all really about where do you need and where do you not need? And like finding the balance of like, I do need this. This is really important to me. I don't need that. I can give this away. Like, what do you like? Just, it's the basics. Like get back to the basics of what I actually need that's important and let go of anything else. And that will, in general, it'll like just bring more calmness and more groundedness in your life. And also seeing the places where you're like giving too much and not receiving enough, or taking too much and not giving enough. All right, which animal spirit wants to bring you a message? The snake. All right. This is the earth element as well. And so, again, you need grounding. The guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. Okay. That makes sense. There's something deep wanting to come through, be awakened. So you got to open up to that. All right. It's getting a little cold in my house. I got to go check on the fire, but we can do one more reading. So this time, okay. I am thinking, it is the year of the earth snake. Yes. I am thinking of a constellation in the sky. Which constellation am I thinking of? You're welcome, Bernadine. If you guess correctly which constellation I'm thinking of, then you will get this next reading, this last reading that we are doing. Which constellation am I thinking of? Fola. That was too easy. Okay, Fola, what's your question? Oh, it's my favorite. It's my favorite. It's like one of the most famous ones, though. I should have picked a harder one, but that's okay. The frequency of Orion is strong. All right, Fola, let's go. What do you want to know? That's hilarious. I had a feeling somebody was going to guess it right away. And I'm going to shuffle these a little bit more too. Okay, great question. How can I get on track with my business? All right, current energy for Fola. How can she get on track with her business? Current energy right now. Okay. Queen of Swords. Very interesting. I'm just having this weird deja vu moment. So, current energy. For some reason, what I'm getting from this, I'm really being drawn to the crown of butterflies on her head. And because usually when I read this card, it's like, okay, well, you need to like be clear about your communication. The sword cuts. And then there's no going back, you know? But I think maybe there's too much. There's too much of that. Like I'm sensing like maybe there's too much judgment for some reason. And this is definitely it's about kind of communication, like communicating with someone. So I feel like there's the swords coming down, you know what I mean? For some reason, through the words. And it could be, I'm sensing a little bit of self-judgment. I'm also sensing like there's a stiffness. There's a stiffness to this energy. Oh my, this is the card in the back, the Five of Cups, but it is reversed. So grief happening in the background. What is the challenge? What's so hard right now for Fola? Oh, Four of Wands reversed. You feel like you don't have, like, there's nothing to celebrate. It's like, what? Of course there's things to celebrate. This is like a negative mind space. Like, life sucks. There's nothing to celebrate. You know, like that's why this is hard, because it's like this negative space is like taking up room for the magic. You know what I mean? And this is subtle. Like, this is subtle. This is not like super, super obvious, but there's like a subtleness to it and a strong energy to it as well. But the challenge for you is that feeling like nothing exciting is going on, feeling like I should be celebrating, but there's nothing to celebrate kind of a thing, feeling like kind of blah instead of like excited. Those are all subtle frequencies. Overall theme, the Lovers card. Interesting. Okay. I love this card. And when if we're doing a romantic reading, it's like, okay, then we would talk about romance. But what this card means outside of romance is discernment. So the overall theme is you are learning to discern. You're learning to make decisions for yourself. That's the underlying frequency of everything. It's like, and that matches with the Queen of Swords. She's very clear. I think you're learning you're learning to wield your power. That's interesting. Yeah, you're learning to wield your power. And that's how you're going to get back on track. When you learn to wield your power. Okay. Now I'm going to ask your spirit guides to give you the answer to that. How can I get back on track with my business? The Hanged Man, but reversed. So he's not hanging anymore. Stop waiting. Oh my God. Do you know what? When I swear to God, this is why you're the only one that made one guess and it was correct, and it was Orion. And the first thing I thought of when you said, how can I get back on track with my business? I kept thinking, you need to start. You need to just start. So it's like, stop waiting is what your spirit guides are telling you. Like, this is the waiting game. This is when the waiting is over. Very direct message. Stop waiting. Whoa. And then the animal spirit that's going to help you to stop waiting. Which animal totem do you need to work with right now to help you stop waiting? Yeah, like things are not going to ever be perfect. You got to just start. That's what I'm getting. If you got off track, then get back on track, you know? But it's about action, movement. You can't sit on it anymore, is what I'm getting. All right. Well, this one's okay. Which animal totem is going to help her stop waiting? Ooh, okay. The hawk. The hawk brings a message, so I always have to. This is about paying attention to your intuition, but the messages, like, spirit is guiding you. You got to pay attention. This message is coming in, right? I always pull another one. You actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 animals. So that makes sense though for you. This one brings the message. So the message is pay attention because the messages are coming. You don't want to miss them. What is the message? The eagle. Freaking take your power back. Like, run at it is the eagle. Run at it. The cosmic egg, it's like creation. It's there. It's the awakening. It's the expansion. It's the beauty. And then the starfish, the beauty that comes out of that. So pay attention. Messages are coming in. Run at it. Activate your powerful creativity and see the beautiful things that you create when you're in that space. Let's read about the cosmic egg. I think the cosmic egg is the last card on this deck. Oh my God. Okay, so this is like the world card in a way. Completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer, a flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. The cosmic egg and the seventh chakra. The subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra at the top of the head, called Sahasrara. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine upward towards Sahasrara. Each of the 6 lower chakras plays an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of 1,000,000 suns. So this is like I feel this is the creative life force energy that will awaken when you run at it. And the beauty that comes after will be amazing, and you'll be seen and recognized for it. That was really cool. Thanks for guessing, because I really enjoy doing that reading. All right, you guys, we are complete for the night. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. And I try to do this every other week, so I'll be back in 2 weeks. Make sure you check out the holiday reading that I am offering, a 30-minute live reading with me that comes with a copy of my book, Seasons and Stargates, your annual astrology guide for 2024 and 2025. You get a copy of the book and a 30-minute reading. So check the links below, and I hope you guys have an amazing and beautiful rest of your week and an amazing weekend. You're welcome. Sat Nam.